And Governor McCrory addressing concerns today about a contract that's raising some eyebrows. It's a story that was first reported this weekend in the News and Observer.
According to the NNO, this case is catching the attention of FBI agents. It involves prison maintenance contracts, and some are questioning whether proper procedures were followed. WNCN's political reporter Bo Minnick joins us now with the latest. And Bo, what exactly are some of the concerns with these contracts?
Sean, we've now obtained documents that show the Department of Public Safety clearly was not on board with this deal, and some lawmakers say this should have gone to them for approval.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
Governor McCrory didn't say much following the Council of State meeting, but did say he and his administration did the right thing. The question is about the extension of prison maintenance contracts with Charlotte company, the Keith Corporation. Documents obtained by WNCN show Department of Public Safety Secretary Frank Perry and State Budget Director Lee Roberts disagreed about whether the state should renew the contracts late last year. McCrory says he asked Roberts to make a recommendation on the renewal. Roberts wrote in a text message, "I suspect some in DPS might be trying to run out the clock, but that would not be in the interest of taxpayers." But Perry expressed concern that privatizing maintenance at state prisons would not result in significant cost savings and might present safety concerns. Several members of the General Assembly also say the contract should have gone to the Legislative Governmental Operations Committee. We spoke with two members of that committee, a Republican and a Democrat.
It's a routine thing that we do. This would have been one of the contracts we would have considered, and certainly if there had been vehement opposition from the agency, I have serious reservations as whether it would have received approval.
It certainly wouldn't have been very difficult for state budget to simply make a request as to whether or not a consultation would be required in this matter.
And I just heard from the governor's office. They say legislative staff members said the contract did not need to go to the Governmental Operations Committee for approval. The contracts with Keith are set to expire at the end of this year. The Keith company released a statement saying DPS's concerns are part of a campaign to eliminate privatization. You can see their full statement on WNCN.com. Bo Minnick, WNCN News.